Patriots and the Green Bay Packers. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Give them 15 yards to start their first drive of the game. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He'll get this up to about the 44. Can see this quite a bit on running plays where the guy's out wide. A lot of times, doesn't get caught.
You're exactly right, because it's away from the play usually, so a lot of it goes undetected. But I know this will surprise you. I coach some receivers in the offseason. We work a lot on hand placement and blocking downfield. Might want to take that course.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, it's earned it by their play. The psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is any indication, when this defense gets off to a good start, look out.
Yeah, their offense plays off of them awfully well, too.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Henry. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that with no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. This defense for the Packers, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
Yeah, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that'll bring up 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Juwan Bentley was the one who found his way through and finished off that play. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw is Rodgers. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Rodgers now on 1st down. He's got the hookup with Dobbs. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Packers hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here, winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
And he's going to take this down close to the 1st as he's brought down at the Patriots 38. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Got a man. It's Tunyon. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the 1st down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moved.
And they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Patriots are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a New England first down. They'll get this out in a hurry to Parker. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes it's just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Now Jones. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 20-yard line. That's a 3rd down conversion and 24 yards there. Nice play. A first down carry for Henry. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. No score after 1 on EA Sports. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Throwing Jones. There's Henry. Touchdown Patriots. Hunter Henry. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, 2nd year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that, so he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the 2nd-year quarterback.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Pats will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. A nightmare of a first half for him. And that's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Jones eluding the pressure right. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
The Pats at the line, ready to go. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 12-yard line. Rashawn Gary that time through the line and getting the tackle for loss.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Packers will have a short field to work with here as they take over 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down is Rodgers. And that's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. Touchdown, Packers! Allen Lazard, 39 yards. And the Packers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. A good hold of these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. And the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
New England on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. And the defense, they were all over that. As soon as that ball was in the air, it was dangerous. Not only was it intercepted, CD, but they return it for the touchdown.
Yeah, he read that the entire way. He was reacting before other players had a chance to react themselves. The determination said, this just won't be a pick. It's going to be 6 points as he takes it the other way to the end zone.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness. Maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Meanwhile, Jones' throw into the hands of Henry here. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Throwing on first down. Jones. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to get this down near the 25.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have now allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. 68 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a bead on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
They'll run for it. This is White. And he keeps fighting his way into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. They'll try and throw for it. And they get Jones for the 3rd time in this ballgame. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it. He's at the 50, 30, the 20. 10, 5, and he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. From just inside the 20, a short kick. The Packers take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and give the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Devin McCourty picks it off. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Patriot defense has a touchdown. You think you're going into halftime with a good-sized lead? Not so fast. That pick six really changes the complexion, probably also changes the halftime speech.
No doubt about it. Instead of going in relaxed, you're probably a little more uptight right now, probably a little bit angry. Let's see if they can get their focus back.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From just inside the 20, a short kick. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
On first down, Rodgers. Throw right side. This is into the hands of the tight end, Tunyon. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Rodgers. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
And now to Commons' side, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And again, it's Rodgers. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And the Patriots will take over here just shy of the 30. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me, because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Throwing again. Jones. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. This is caught. It's Christian Watson. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Rodgers. This is caught. Touchdown. Christian Watson in the final seconds of the first half. Extra point try now for Crosby. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead. So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in Lambeau with the Packers taking the lead to the break. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they're down on the scoreboard. Sort of a sloppy first half. And Coach Davis, if you were in the locker room, what would the message have been?
I think I'd have to go with something you don't ordinarily go with in the NFL. That's like fire and brimstone. You've got to fire these guys up. Make them understand what's going on out there. They were so sloppy in the first half. Too many turnovers. Tighten things up. Maybe get in their face a little bit. Get in their grill. And then send them back out.
Over the middle, complete. It's Henry. And able to use his stiff arm for a little bit of leverage before he's taken down. A pretty good game. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Back to throw. Jones. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Parker. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Jones on first down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll look to throw again. And he'll drop it underneath to White. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 21. A good pickup there at 22. Jones now throwing on first down. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, Jones fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That was a nice run slant route. What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. That's to Aguilar. Touchdown, Patriots. Nelson Aguilar. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Patriots are back within a score. Third time's the charm on the extra point as he gets this one to go. And this is back to a 5-point game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that momentum stays in your camp. One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line ready to go. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Here's Jones to throw on 3rd down. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. Just 21 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, they've got the lead here getting late into the 3rd quarter. And the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that. But the rushing game, almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He finds Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Crosby connects on the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Looking to throw. Jones. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on third down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. Well, not good at all. Punt of just 24 yards there. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
To throw again on second down. Rodgers. That's taken in by Watson. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Now Jones is hit. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Partner, that one looked like it was over.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Rodgers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Marcus Jones picks it. And the Pats are right back in this football game. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. But that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week, you got Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They could not contain Kenny Clark as he gets home for the sack. And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
22 yards there, a 1st down.
Hunter Henry's now in his 2nd season with the New England Patriots and had 9 touchdowns in his first campaign and really emerged as rookie quarterback Mac Jones' favorite target, especially when they needed points in the red zone. Stays his favorite here and picks up a 1st down.
Jones throw here taken in by Parker. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down the ground. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Desperation time now. Here's Jones. And it'll be intercepted. And the Packers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. That's another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down. They'll try and run some clock now with Jones. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards, 1st down, Packers.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So into Pat's territory now. Here's 1st and 10, down at the 33. Now a handoff. Running left is Jones. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 45 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Two minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise. And
it's a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan from 19 yards away. And the Packers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Crosby with the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Oh, it's out. Smith lost it. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Running left, it's Henry. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. A handoff, running left, Henry. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Throwing, Jones. Being chased out left. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Aaron Stokes. Well, there's two sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this much at this stage of the game, do you maybe try to get him out?
I would think about it. I think about it awfully hard. But also, you might want to look into his eyes, see what he has. He might be one of those players that you don't want to affect his confidence by actually pulling him out of the game. So you have to know your player. You have to know the situation.
A first down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the time as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking.